Hello everyone, I'm Urologist Ömür Erdem Akkaya. Today we're going to talk about whether or not masturbating increases testosterone. There are many publications about it, but I want to tell you about a legendary publication that went viral on the internet. This publication was done in China 20 years ago with the evaluation of 8 patients. This publication says that if you don't masturbate for 7 days, testosterone increases 145% on the 7th day. That's why the publication went viral on the internet. But here's the handicap of this publication. In the publication, they only published the situation up to day 7, so there were a lot of objections. They had to withdraw the publication from the journal. A year later, they modified and republished it. They said in the publication that testosterone rises on the 7th day, but falls on the 8th day and continues that way. It went viral on the internet. You can see this picture in a lot of places. It says it increases by 145%. But when we look at the aftermath, we see that testosterone drops again. I mean, there are so many publications that say the opposite, that it doesn't change anything, it increases by 5 or 15%. It is not much more meaningful for testosterone to increase only one day, it does not remain stable, and it does not remain high. So frankly, my opinion is that if you do not masturbate, your testosterone may increase, but it will not be a very significant increase. Apart from that, do hormones change during masturbation? We see that testosterone increases when we start masturbation or when we start sex. As you can see here, dopamine levels increase strongly until orgasm. One of the biggest reasons for our masturbation or sex is to increase dopamine. Prolactin is also increasing. What is prolactin? Prolactin is a hormone that causes loss of sex drive. For example, prolactin increases during lactation in women, so women are more reluctant during lactation. In the same way in men, we see that it increases after orgasm. We see that it increases even more if he has intercourse again afterwards. Prolactin actually creates an auto-control mechanism in the brain. In addition, if the cause is unknown in patients with orgasmic disorder who cannot experience sexual pleasure, a study has been done to see if we can make them feel pleasure or correct the orgasmic disorder by lowering prolactin. In this study, it was observed that 70% of the patients' orgasm disorder or lack of pleasure improved after they were given prolactin-suppressing drugs. By the way, prolactin was at normal values in these patients before the study. If a person's prolactin level is already high, it is normal to experience sexual dysfunctions, loss of sex drive and lack of pleasure. I should also say this. If you constantly masturbate every time you feel bored, every time you go to the bathroom, dopamine levels do not increase as before. Since your dopamine levels will not increase when you masturbate continuously, the pleasure you will get from it will also decrease. How often should you masturbate? You should masturbate as much as you would normally have sex. Masturbation shouldn't be too often. That's the general summary. If you have any questions about this, you can contact me on WhatsApp. Thank you for listening, best regards.